Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, out there in YouTube land. Introducing peaceful protester, Kelley.
Thank you, Ethan Hiatt. Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
2 billion!
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. Oh, the whole wide world if we could do something about it. But we have to start right where we are. So we need to start here. I need to start right here in Santa Monica. And I hope you start wherever you are by telling your leaders, your public servants, we need to raise taxes on the rich, 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 and use that money to build affordable housing and to make sure that everybody in the United States of America can have a decent place to live. This is the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets. We can do better than that. Instead of pushing the people down the road and making it harder for human beings to survive, we need to be making it easier for all of our people here in the United States. We need to be making it easier for everybody to survive that is here in the United States of America. We just have too much for people to be having to suffer every day. So I'll be talking more about that, but first of all, I need to talk about the peace, the efforts towards peace in the Middle East. I know it's not a done deal, but hopefully they will be releasing hostages this week, and they will be having a ceasefire. That's what they have so far as I know, that's what they've committed to this week. So we're going to have a ceasefire, and we're going to have the hostages released over there in Gaza and Israel. And hopefully they will keep working towards a more lasting peace and make sure that everybody can thrive and survive over there, that everybody has the right to exist, and everybody has the right to live in freedom and peace. I sure hope they can work towards that. We need to keep celebrating that. And you know, I played this song the other night. It's a song I wrote about October 7th, but I think I need to play it again because it was such a terrible atrocities that happened on October 7th just a couple years ago over there in Israel. And we need to remember that. We don't want things like that to happen anywhere in this world, whether it be in Israel or Gaza or over in Africa and some of those countries that are having trouble over there right now. We need to stand up against hatred and racism and violence against human beings because of their religion or their ethnicity or their beliefs or their gender. We need to stand up for everybody's right to exist in this world and stand up against racism and hatred whenever we hear it, whenever we see it. And so I want to play this song as we're working towards peace over there in the Middle East. I wanted to play this song about that day a few years ago. They were dancing for peace and singing love songs, hoping for a better day for everyone. They were dancing for peace all those beautiful young boys and girls. But the lights of love were killed in the morning sun. They were dancing for peace, and families living on farms, working, hoping for a better day. They were dancing for peace. All those innocents, young and old, and the hands of hate came and took them away. How can the world be so broken? How can the hate be so strong? How can bloody massacres be cheered in the streets? That kind of evil can't belong. That kind of evil can't go on. They were dancing for peace. All those shining stars that night, may the stars of love shine on in the bright daylight. How can the world be so broken? How can the hate be so strong? How can bloody massacres be cheered in the streets? That kind of evil can't go on. That kind of evil can't belong. They were dancing for peace. All those shining stars of love, may the stars of love shine on in the bright daylight. May the stars they love shine on in the bright daylight. That's right. We need to make positive change in this country and in this world, and stand up against hatred and racism and violence against people because of their beliefs, because of their gender, because of their ethnicity, because of their religion, because of their political beliefs. We need to stand up against violence against people because they disagree with us right here in the United States of America. There are a lot of different opinions about that war in the Middle East, and we need to keep working towards peace over there and keep letting people speak their minds here in the United States of America, because that's what we do here. We speak our minds, and we can all disagree. We can disagree with each other's opinions on wars, and we can disagree with each other's religions, and we can make fun of people's religions and their beliefs, and that's part of our freedom here. That's part of our First Amendment of our Constitution. That's right. Let me remind everybody, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm telling our government we need to do better. We need to stand up for human rights right here in the United States. We need to stand up for the rights of those people that have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. Tens of millions of people have been living in the shadows because they haven't been given their rights, and they've been used for their labor. They've been exploited for their labor and not been given their rights. And we need to stop doing that. We don't want to be one of those countries that take advantage of workers from other countries and don't give them any rights. We don't want to be like one of those countries. We want to be a free democracy. And if we're going to bring people into our country to do our labor, we need to find a pathway to citizenship for those people. And we need to make sure that the employers, the people that have employed many of these laborers for generations, that they take part in finding a pathway to citizenship for these people. They need to be telling our leaders, our public servants, hey, listen, we've been making a nice profit off of these people's labor. We need to be making sure that they have rights in this country. So we need to do that, keep working towards a better day for everybody, and let's celebrate what's going on over there in the Middle East, that they're working towards some resolution to this war. Let's hope it ends. But every step in the direction of peace is the step in the right direction. And we need to cheer all those who are involved and say, keep going. We don't have to like everybody who's involved with these negotiations, but we need to cheer them on and say, keep working towards peace. That's something we can all agree on. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth down here. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace arrive? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth to help our children survive. Let's do it for all the kids in the future. Let's do it for all the kids of all the different nationalities and all of the different religious beliefs and all the different ethnicities and all the different genders. Let's make sure that everybody has a right to grow up in a peaceful environment without having threat of violence every day. Even right here in the United States, we need to work at that. We need to make sure that our kids don't have to have active shooter drills in their school every day. I'll be talking more about that, but let's keep working towards peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for nirvana, but I think we just might wanna work on peace on earth down here. How you doing? Good to see you. Peace, oh peace. Peace, let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We can ask the universe to get rid of this war curse, but we better work on peace on earth down here. That's right, we got to keep working on it. We got to keep working towards peaceful resolutions in this world. And that's why we all need to cheer on these peace negotiations that are going on over in the Middle East. That's what we got to keep doing. Keep working towards peace all around the world, even right here in the United States of America. Keep working towards a better day for everybody. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear. We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth down here. Woo! That's right. We got to keep working towards peace and encouraging our leaders as they do work towards peace. It doesn't matter if we agree with them on everything else, but we got to keep standing up for peace here in the United States. We don't need to see racism and hatred put forth in the world. We need to stand up against that wherever we see it, whenever we see that. Because that's what we're about here in the United States of America, is equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we got to keep working at it, because we haven't gotten there yet. We have to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Because we're still pretty unequal here in this country, and we need to keep working towards a better day. Because we need to keep lifting poor kids out of poverty. Because right now, if you're pushing poor people out of your community, you're pushing out a lot of people of color. And that's just the sad truth. Because we haven't reached a place where that we're all doing okay. There's a lot of poor people, and a lot of the poor people are people of color. It is still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison in California than a young white man. It is still, I think it's about 8 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison than a young white man in all of the USA. And what we need to do is make sure we are lifting people out of poverty and making sure that children have a better start. We need to spend more money on public education, especially low-income area public schools. We got to keep lifting people up instead of pushing people down. Instead of saying, oh, we don't need to talk about racism, we've already gotten past that. We've already made sure everybody has equal rights. No, we haven't. We have to keep working at it. Because it is much more likely, here in California, African Americans make up about 6% of our population. And they make up about 30% of our homeless population. So that shows that we haven't gotten to a day when everybody has the basics, no matter your race or your religion, your ethnicities, your beliefs. We got to keep working towards that day. So we have to spend more money on those low-income area schools. Keep spending money on those schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know you have done enough. Then we will know we have done enough. But right now, there's too much imbalance in this country, and we got to work at it. We don't want people sleeping in the streets. And don't tell me they all want to be sleeping in the streets. They'd rather have a place to live. And I know you say, well, then they need to get a job. Well, a lot of these people that do have low-income jobs, minimum wage jobs, can't afford a place to live and are still living on the streets. It's just a sad situation that we need to tell our leaders, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right, that's what we got to do. And we also have to make sure that we don't have any for-profit prisons in the United States. We don't need privatized for-profit prisons in the United States. That just makes for people wanting to put more people in prison. And we already have the largest prison population, incarcerated population in the whole wide world. That ain't something we want to lead the way in, is it? So we need to spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. And also keep lifting those people that have been left in the shadow for generations. Now, I want everybody to tell each other, we don't need to be committing violence against these ICE agents. That only gives Trump a reason to send more forces. So we need to tell all of the cities that he has his eye on, listen, get out there and protect your ICE agents, get out there and protect whoever, whatever federal agents are there, and protect your police forces, and don't let things get out of control, because that is exactly what Trump wants to happen, so he can send in more troops. So we don't want to help him do that, do we? We want to make sure that we are making it harder for him. And listen, the courts are doing their job. People are taking Trump to court and saying, no, you can't bring these armed forces into our cities. But if you start having violence against the ICE agents and other federal agents, or if you're having violence in the streets, that's going to give them an opportunity to jump in and take advantage. And we don't want that. We want to move towards a better day for people, not having to fight off federal agents and fight off federal troops in our streets. We don't want to have violence. If you're promoting violence or assassins, I stand against you, and you need to be told that you're not part of making things better. If you're promoting violence or cheering on assassins, you're not part of democracy. You're trying to bring down democracy. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody to speak their mind and peacefully protest and stand against violence, political violence of all sorts. So get out there and peacefully protest. Do like the people did during the civil rights movement, where they actually practiced peaceful protest. They practiced being called names and spat upon and pushed, and they stayed peaceful, and they made positive change, and they made a lot of positive change for this country, and we need to celebrate those people more and more. People like John Lewis and Martin Luther King Jr. and others who made positive change in this country because of their peaceful protest. People like Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez, who used peaceful protest and boycott to make positive change in this country. And that's what we need to do. We need to keep standing up for positive change and peaceful protest and standing against those who would bring violence to our streets. That's only going to help Trump bring his troops. And that's not what we want to do. We want to get out there and peacefully protest and speak out against his authoritarian government, but show there is a difference. We're not trying to commit violence. We just want to speak out for the rights of human beings. So get out there and peacefully protest. How you doing?
Good. You play Creed?
I don't think I do. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dupe. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about you, it's about me, it's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me, it's about you, it's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you, it's about me. One more verse and then you can jump in. One more verse and then you can jump in with something. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. All right, can you keep it peaceful and sort of clean?
I'll completely clean.
Okay.
Alright, ready? I'm gonna sing this one for you. I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I can see through you. You know where to start? Alright. Hold on. I'm on the outside, I'm looking in, I can see through you, see your true colors. Should I do another one?
That was pretty good.
One more, please. I'm having trouble trying to sleep. Alright.
Right, can I sing one? What are you going to say?
Breathe.
I was hoping you guys would freestyle on peace and love. Or something like that. But I don't know Creed. I'm sorry. I'll look at them.
I'm singing this. I love peace. I love love. I love peace and love, and I love you more. No more war.
All right.
Peace and love, with arms wide open.
Thank you, man. What's your guys' names? Huh? Luke?
Gavin.
Luke and Gavin? And
Xavier.
Good to see you guys. Peace and love. Keep spreading it. Keep peacefully protesting and get involved. Make positive change. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz, mi amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor.
Drunk love. All our clothes scattered on the floor. Do not disturb sign posted at the door.
Thank you. That's good. All right, you guys have a good night. Spread the peace and love. Get involved. Keep working towards a better day for everybody. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity in this country. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody can exist in peace around the world. So we got to keep working at it. And that's what we want to stand up for here in the United States is human rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Even the shalom Let's hope they find some peace over there in the Middle East, and we keep working towards a better day for the whole wide world, and show that the United States is a bastion for human rights, wants to stand up for everybody's right to exist, and peacefully protest, and speak and debate, and participate in our democracy. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart is thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. It's all about love. Hey! That's right. That's what it's about. It's just about love and spreading it around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy here in the United States. They're breaking records every day on Wall Street. They're breaking records every day, every week. The rich people are doing just fine. Gold's up over $4,000 an ounce. The rich people are doing fine in this country. They've got their toys that they're making more money off of, or all their artificial intelligence and their robots, their driverless cars, their little delivery robots. The rich people are doing just great. It's the poor people and the working poor that need a hand. That's why we all need to stand behind our Democratic leaders in Congress and say, keep on going. Keep on having the government shut down until the Republicans say that they will give some way on health care. Make the Republicans give a little bit for the health care and make it a little easier for human beings to get health care in this country. Because the Republicans want to take away health care for everybody in this country. They want to privatize all of it. That's what we know. The health care, the Republicans want to make it easier for privatizing health care and making it harder for poor people to survive in this country. So we need to stand up for the rights. You know, there are 10 states right now that don't have any health care for poor people. And I heard the leader of the Congress, the leader of the House saying today, he was saying, you know, the Medicaid is for people who are not working or who have disabilities and this. No, Medicaid isn't for people just with disabilities. People with disabilities should be covered under Medicare. They should be covered under programs like that as well as Medicaid. But he doesn't want poor people to have any Medicaid. He doesn't want for poor people to have any health insurance at all. If you're not working, you don't need health insurance, is what he's saying. So we need to make sure that people like that don't have their way. We need to make sure that everybody can have the basic health care in this country. So let's stand with our Democratic leaders as they continue with this shutdown. And you can check on my facts. I don't mind if you check on my facts and leave a comment on there about who qualifies for Medicaid and Medicare in this country in the different places. I know right now I qualify for Medicaid and Medicare because I'm old. I'm 66 years old. I don't know how that happened, but I got to be 66. And you know, I used Medicaid when I was younger, because when I was younger, I was in New York and working on music and stuff and not making any money. You know, some of my best experiences making music and performing have been not making any money, just doing the stuff, just making the art. And I know a lot of people say, well, why didn't you make any money? Because I was making art. And sometimes that's more important. And we need room for people to do that, especially with all this artificial intelligence and all of these computerized robots taking over. And we need less human beings doing a lot of these jobs. We need less human beings spending their time, their 8 hours a day, just sitting there trying to count beans. We can let the robots do that. And we need to let the artificial intelligence make it easier for human beings to have health care and make it easier for human beings to have the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, good public education. Let's use the artificial intelligence for those things instead of just making rich people more money. Because we got rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on the rich people, the rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We live in the richest, most powerful country in the world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people's toys are making rich people more and more money and taking more and more of the jobs away from human beings. We need to stand up for human rights right here in the United States of America. And because the rich people are going to stand up for their toys, we got that. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. We're being mighty kind to the rich and the greedy here in the United States. They don't need any help. It's the poor and the working poor that need the help from our government. And our government at its best throughout the history of our country has stood up for people that are oppressed. Our government at its best throughout the history of our government, throughout the history of our country, our government at its best has stood up to bullies and said, no. We stood up to the bully king who wouldn't let us have representation and wanted to have taxation without representation. That's what he wanted. And we said, no, we're going to stand up for our independence and we're going to become a country. And then later on, we said to people who wanted to own people, slave owners, we finally said, hey, no, you can't own human beings. And we said, no more slavery in this country. We had to fight a war to get that one through. And then later on, we said, no, you can't have children working in factories and on farms 16 hours a day and not have a childhood and not have an education. We need to stand up for the rights of children to have a childhood. That was in 1900 we started doing that. And then later on in 1920, we made sure that women had the right to vote. We said, no, you can't keep women from having the right to vote. And we said, women can own property and have businesses. That started in 1920. And then in the 1960s, we stood up for civil rights legislation, making sure that people weren't kept from voting because of their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender. Every state has to let people have the right to vote. And we got those passed because of the civil rights movement of the 1960s. And then in 1990, we made sure that people with disabilities had the same rights as everybody else. That's right. Doesn't matter whether you're mentally disabled or physically disabled. We all have the same rights in this country. And then later on, the Supreme Court upheld the right of people to marry who they want and made sure that everybody has the same rights in this country. No matter your race, your religion, your ethnicity, your beliefs, your gender, whether you're rich or poor, whether you're housed or unhoused, whether you're able-bodied or disabled, we all have the same rights in the United States of America, and we need to stand up for those rights. If you see a homeless person being abused because they're homeless or told that they don't have any rights, you need to stand up for that homeless person. If you see a disabled person being treated badly because they're mentally disabled or physically disabled, you need to stand up for their rights. If you see somebody who believes differently than you, whether it's politically or religiously, being treated poorly, you need to stand up for their rights, because when you stand up for the rights of somebody who you disagree with, you're standing up for the rights of everybody. We got to keep working towards a better day, because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet. We're going to keep working towards it. I know we weren't made to fly, but we can try. Yes, we can try. I know we weren't made to fly, but if we try, someday we'll fly high above the clouds, and we will sing out loud with joy. Oh, 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 yeah. I know we weren't made to fly, but if we try, hey, don't know, good to see you. Someday we'll fly. I know we weren't made to love, but we can try. Yes, we can try. I know we weren't made to love, but if we try, someday we'll love. We'll lift each other up and share each other's pain and joy. Made to love, but if we try, someday we'll love. clouds, and we will sing out loud with joy. No, we weren't made for peace, but we can try. Yes, we can try. No, we weren't made for peace, but if we try, someday there'll be peace. We'll bring an end to war and give our children more joy. No, we weren't made for peace, but if we try, someday we'll have peace. No, we were made. We were made to fly. So we'll keep working at it because we haven't flown yet. We got to keep working on being peaceful and trying to get along with each other. And if we're working towards peace and love, we're gonna work towards a better day for everybody. What? Be the change you want to see in the world. Love is but a song we sing, thank you, peace, and fear the way we die. We can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Love is but a song we sing and fear the way we die. We can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. No, the bird is on the wing and we need not know why. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Good to see you, Jerry. Peace. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. That's right, peace. You're a great man. If you hear the song I sing, then you will understand. We hold the key to love and fear. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, peace. If you hear the song I sing, then you will understand. How you doing? Good to see you. We hold the key to love and fear in our trembling hands. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at our command. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, trying to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, trying to love one another right now. Whew, that's right. We got to keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep working towards love and peace, equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. That's right. Thank you.
Okay, one more time.
What?
For a second, like 10 seconds. I'm on the outside, I'm sinking in. Hello.
Thank you. I'm going to look up that song. Is that song about peace and love? I hope. Okay, good. All right. You have a great night. Peace. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. And some people don't want us to get there, but we need to stand up against those people and say, that's what we're working towards in this country, a more perfect union. A more perfect union. That's right. When they first wrote that Constitution, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. And some of them thought, this is just perfect, just like that. And others said, no, we better work towards a more perfect union and make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Work towards domestic tranquility and provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. So they were talking about making things better for everybody, not just the rich and the powerful. And we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We got to get our leaders, our public servants, to do a better job. You know, I'm on that committee, that Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee here in Santa Monica. That tax started in 2022. For every building that is sold that is worth more than $8 million, they have a 5% tax. Is that correct? Or 0.5? No, a 5% tax. And so they've raised already $30 million for the schools here, and about $38 million to keep people in housing and to build affordable housing here in Santa Monica. But that $38 million, they have in an account, and they haven't even built any affordable housing or put programs in place to really use that money. $38 million sitting in an account while people are sleeping in the streets, and while they are criminalizing homelessness, giving people citations for digging through garbage cans and giving people citations for smoking in the park, and they're giving people citations for having too many bags and things like that here in Santa Monica and Los Angeles. And they're giving them a choice. Well, either you go through some of these programs or we're going to push you out of town. That's what they do with a lot of these homeless people. They make it harder for them to survive until they leave town, instead of building affordable housing. And we need to get our government right here in Santa Monica to have more urgency and to be part of the solution and not part of the problem, as so many of our government officials are. Too many of our public servants are not doing their job and not finding an urgency about ending this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. Too many of them are saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy. Thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Peace.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I just dropped it.
That's fine. I'll pick it up.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Do you want to say hi to the people here?
Oh no, it's
No,
okay.
okay.
I actually wanted to get a permit to DJ here. Do you know
Oh,
if it's easy
you
or
would
hard?
yeah, you need to go down to City Hall, and they have a performer's permit if you want to do that. Now, I'm peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here without a permit, but I've been fighting them about that for years. But if you want to get a permit, go online and go to Street Performer Permit Santa Monica. .gov, and I think they'll show you the process. And it's about $40 a year. 37. It used to be 37. I don't know what it is now.
Okay.
And then they give you a little plaque, and they tell you when and where and how you're supposed to do it on this promenade.
Do you know if it's easy to get or is it?
Yeah, it's very easy to get. It should be. It used to be, and right now I know they don't have many people performing, or we used to have all kinds of things going on here. So I would think, they do have decibel levels that you have to play at and things like that. And I wish they had checked on the decibel levels of these stores pumping out their music onto the public promenade, but they don't seem to do that very often. Anyway, my name's Wade.
Oh, Ethan, nice to meet you.
Ethan, nice to meet you, Ethan.
Okay, so go to City Hall, right? You said? Do it online.
Yeah, go online to Street Performer, Promenade Performer, santamonica.gov, and it should show up there somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night, Ethan. Spread the peace and love. I hope you're spreading your music out here sometime. That's great. That's right. We have too many of our leaders, instead of making it easy for people to get out here and share their thoughts on this public promenade, they're trying to make it harder for people to enjoy our public places. They make it harder for people to enjoy our beaches, to access our beaches. And the business owners here on this public promenade want to blame the poor people for their businesses not doing well, when we know that it's, they're trying to turn it into Rodeo Drive or the Grove. Those are private places. This is a public promenade. This street belongs to all of us, and we need to get out and use it. And I've been speaking up for the rights of people to peacefully protest for years now. That's why I'm not taking part in their performer permit, because during the pandemic they made it clear that they wanted to take control of this and give it over to the businesses. So I fought against it. I know I keep fighting against everything, but we need to tell our leaders, be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Too many of our leaders are saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. That's what they're saying. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So So don't be poor and homeless. That's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. How the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. Now the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. We've got a new homeless program. It's called the lottery. We're going to hand out $1 ticket to each homeless person, and if you win the lottery, then you won't be homeless anymore. That's what some people think is a good program to end homelessness. That's what some people think. That's probably what the Republicans want to do with health care. They want to have a privatized lottery, and if you win the lottery, you get health care, but otherwise, you got to suffer through. Just put that. So we need to stand up with our Democratic leaders in Congress and say, hold tight until the Republicans do something to make it easier for human beings to have health care here in the United States of America. And let's just plan on having a shutdown for a while if we need to. Because we need to stand up for human rights right here in the United States of America and say everybody should be able to have health care. Come on. We're the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. What? Well, peace and love. I hope they raise taxes. I hope they raise taxes on you if you are that rich. Well, I hope they find a place for you to live if you're homeless. Either way, we can find a better balance, right? We don't have to have poor people sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. That doesn't take a big brain to figure that out. Let me see, rich people having space races and doing better than ever, and poor people sleeping in the streets and doing without health care? Wait a minute, we could do a little better than that. We need to keep speaking up. You know, the great President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he said, the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. And they called Franklin Delano Roosevelt a communist, a socialist, a democratic socialist. They called him all sorts of things. But he helped lift generations of people out of poverty, and we need more people like that in our government, in our city government right here in Santa Monica, and in our state government in California, and of course in our federal government in Washington. We need to stand up for the rights of people to have the basics. A decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. That ain't too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world. Now, my brother one day, he said to me, Wade, after I'm a big movie star, I want to drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. And I said, brother, that's got to be a song. I have a dream, gonna move to Hollywood, make movies with my brother, yeah, that would be real good, yeah. We'll live in a mansion, and we'll have lots of money. Folks will see me on the silver screen, I think I'm really funny, yeah. And if I do real good, I'll drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask, ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much, that ain't too much, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much, that ain't too much to ask. Then I'll get married to a pretty girl who's 29. We'll have lots of children and raise them where the air is fine. Yeah. The girls will be pretty and the boys, they will be big and strong. When they get older, they all will help me sing my song. Yeah. And if I do real good, I'll drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask, ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much, that ain't too much, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much, that ain't too much to ask. Good, drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask, that ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much, that ain't too much, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much, that ain't too much to ask. Well, that might be a little too much to ask for everybody to be able to drive up in a Porsche and buy a Dairy Queen. But we can make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country. Decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. Now that ain't too much to ask for in the richest, most powerful country in the world. And we need our leaders to stand up strong and say, listen, Tell those Republicans that everybody deserves health care in this country. That's right. Keep speaking out. Keep telling them to stand strong, because we haven't, we need to have a little pushback in this country, and we need to make sure that everybody can have the basics, because we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. You know, that'd be a good job for the AI to take over, making sure that everybody has basic health care. Use the AI to make sure that people's health care gets taken care of, instead of hiring people to make sure that people don't get their health care and make it harder for people to get health care. We need to be using AI and computers to make it easier for human beings to connect with the health care they need and make it work better in this country. You might save some money doing that. Instead of trying to keep people from getting the health care they need, try to make it easier for them to get that health care. And that'd be all right to go ahead and give that over to AI if they can do it better. All those people that were working in the healthcare industry and the private healthcare industry, they can find other jobs, or we need to find a way to make sure that they have a decent life without working those jobs to make it harder for people to get the health care they need. We've got too many people doing those kinds of jobs. Well, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. They're trying to make it one, I know. But I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all going to say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil. Bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more. Let's look at Elon Musk. Muskly. Now they say that Elon is worth over $500 billion. They say he's on his way to becoming our first trillionaire. That's the last thing we need, is a trillionaire in this country. What we need to do is raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on the rich. That's right, we need to raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies, and make sure that everybody in the United States of America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that every person can have a good public education. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bay Area than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo. And I'll keep on working at it. That's right, I'll keep working at it. Because I don't know, I'm getting pretty good at it. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire, but I do have things that a lot of these homeless people don't have. I do have a place to sleep tonight. I don't have to try and figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight. I'm staying with friends, and you know, a lot of these homeless people, every night they have to figure out where they can find a safe place to sleep, and they are sleep deprived, most all of the homeless people. You know, the life expectancy of a homeless person here in California is around 50 years old, and the same is true for the whole country. The life expectancy for a homeless person is around 50 years old on average. And for somebody who has a place to live, it's much closer to 75, 79. So there's a big difference there, isn't it? Somebody who has a decent place to sleep every night and somebody who has to sleep in the streets because we don't have enough affordable housing. We're sending people to their early deaths by keeping them sleeping on the streets instead of making sure that there's enough affordable housing for everybody. And everybody says, well, it's not just the housing. The people, they have mental problems. That's why they're on the streets. Well, we can work on that after you get them a place to live. People in housing, a lot of people in housing in this country have mental problems. Trust me. Trust me. I know a lot of people. We have a lot of people on medication for mental disabilities all around the country. But that doesn't mean we should push them out on the street any more than we should have these people that have other problems, that we're keeping them out on the streets by not having enough affordable housing. And as we move further and further into this technological age where more and more of the jobs are going to be done by computers and artificial intelligentsia, going to have to find a way for human beings to be able to survive. You know, we're going to be spending most of our energy in this country, most of our electricity on artificial intelligence. Instead of making sure we're using that electricity and energy to build housing and make sure that every person has the basics, we're going to be creating more pollution for artificial intelligence. See ya. That's right. And people, well, that's something we have to do because the whole country's moving forward. Well, some people say you can't build affordable housing here in Santa Monica because of the impact on the environment. What about the environment of these people that are living in the streets? Does anybody care about that? We need to tell our leaders right here in Santa Monica, you need to get some urgency about building affordable housing. They're going to have 192 acres of land turned over to the city in 2028. It's now the Santa Monica Airport. 192 acres, and they want it to be a great park. All 192 acres, no affordable housing, because that would be bad for the environment. And we need to have more park space for the environment. What about the environment of all those people in California that are doing without places to live? I don't understand people sometimes. Hey, what's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment that we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, oh, what will you give for an old golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even non-believers can believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie, until you find the love you've missed. You're nothing, Alfie, when you walk, when you walk. Let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love any day, Alfie. So let's keep working towards a better day and get out and play. At the end of the day, you gotta shake it all off. Oh, there's a lot that we need to work on. but gotta shake it off and say, whew, I'm still going, keep dancing. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And they was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and lovers rolling around on the lawn. But then I woke up, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, get to work, boy, ain't nothing for free. Hey, where's my party going on? Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party right around here. And there was jumping and bumping and playing guitars and people drinking lots of beer. But then I came to, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, we ain't having no fun, boy, why should you be? Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright, I should work all day and sleep all night. But I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was laughing and acting the fool and everybody danced until dawn. But then a bright light flashed and what did I see? A big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me saying, the party's over, boy, someplace you want to be. Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright, I should work all day and sleep all night. But I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and what did I see? A big old bony-fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, the party's over, boy, someplace. Time to come with me. Time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright, I should work all day and sleep all night. But I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was laughing and acting the fool and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and what did I see? A big old dude, bony-fingered dude pointing down at me saying, party's over, time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over, time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? That's right, you gotta enjoy it. Thank you, peace. As we keep working towards a better day, keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, we gotta keep working towards a better day and having fun while we do it. That's right. How you doing tonight? Getting by all right? You need anything? Okay. Because I have a few bucks if you need it here. Thank you. But, you know, we don't need to get discouraged. It's like John Lewis said, do not get lost in a sea of despair. I love this quote, and I'll keep saying it a lot of times. Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. And he was talking about peaceful protest, and that's what I want you to tell all your friends and all the kids. It's peaceful protest, and they made a lot of positive change using peaceful protest. And we have to keep standing up for that. Because if we go ahead and start bringing violence to these ICE officers, then that's just going to open the door for Trump to send troops and things like that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to cheer on assassins. We don't want to cheer on violence. We want to cheer on peaceful protest and public debate and First Amendment rights. We want to cheer on people speaking their minds, even if we disagree with them, because that's what we're about here in the United States of America. Peaceful protest and making positive change for the future, not through violence, but through debating each other and talking with each other and coming to some agreement, like we hope the Congress will find after the Republicans come to agree a little bit, just a little bit more towards health care for everybody in this country. You know, they're complaining about giving health care to those illegal immigrants. That's what's costing all the money. That's what they're saying. You know, Ronald Reagan put in place in 1986 a law that said that everybody deserves emergency care in our hospitals. He signed into law this act that made sure that everybody would get emergency care, no matter if you are an immigrant or not. And we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to have the basics of care here in the United States of America. That ain't too much to ask. Too many people have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. And we need to stand up for their rights and say, we need to say, this land is your land. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de hijitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de hijitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. That's right, let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. That's right, so we got to keep working towards a better day. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. I know I covered a lot tonight, but main thing I want to cover is we keep working towards peace and love. And that means we're going to work towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. That's right. We got to work for a better day and stand up for those who've been used for their labor and not been given their rights for generations. We have to stand up for those who have been pushed to the side and pushed to one part of the city that we underfund and that we don't help lift people up. And we need to make sure that we're integrating our coastal communities more. Right here in Santa Monica, we need to be integrating and building more affordable housing so that we have a better democracy. We got to keep working towards a better day. Been a lot of places in my life and time. I sang a lot of songs and made some bad rhymes. Acted out my life on stages with tens of people watching. But here I am. Now we're alone and I'm singing this song for you. Know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly, girl, but can't you see? No, I'm more important to me. So can't you see right through me? Now we're alone and I'm singing this song for you. Taught me precious secrets of truth. You taught me precious secrets of truth, withholding nothing. You came out front while I was hiding. Now I'm so much better, but if the words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love's inside there hiding. Love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, peace. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, I hope you will remember we were alone and I was singing this song for you. You taught me precious secrets of truth, withholding nothing. You were out front while I was hiding. Now I'm so much better, but if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love's inside there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. when my life is over, hope you will remember we were alone and I was singing this song for you. I have almost everything a human can desire. Cars and houses, bearskin rugs to lie before my fire. But there's something missing, something isn't there. It seems I'm never kissing the one whom I could care for. I want something to live for, someone to make my life an adventurous dream. Oh, what wouldn't I give for someone to take my life and make it seem sweet as they say it ought to be. Why can't I have love like that brought me? My eyes are watching the noon crowd, searching the promenade, seeking a clue for the one who will be mine. Something to live for. Eyes are watching the noon crowd, searching the promenade, seeking a clue for one will be mine, be mine, something to live for. Well, we keep working on things. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Keep working towards a better day. Don't be afraid to fail. Just keep getting back up and trying to make a better day. Trying to hit those notes better. Trying to play this guitar better. Trying to stand up for human rights better. We'll keep working towards a better day. Equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. Yeah, I gotta play one of those songs before we leave. Because if President Trump is really serious about helping end crimes in these big cities, what he needs to be doing is getting some common sense gun laws passed in the USA, telling his Republican friends, let's go ahead and pass some common sense gun laws. We're We're trying to end wars around the world. How about we end the violence on the streets here in the United States of America by taking some of the guns away and by taking power away from the NRA? Because we don't need to have a mass shooting every day in this country. We can do better than that. We can bring common sense gun laws back to the USA. They've done it before, and we need to make sure that there are no weapons of war on our streets. Let's say no to the NRA. Tell those gun pimp boys take their killing toys and get the hell away. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no, yeah, to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Good to see you, peace. Too many people have been dying. Too many sad songs have been sung. Too many families left to crying. Too many death nails have been rung. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Too many politicians without solutions. Too many throw their hands up in the air. Now they want to legalize silencers to end noise pollution. You gotta know they just don't care. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. One more time. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Thank you, peace. You doing all right? Let's say no
to the NRA. Hey, watch this,
Let's say no
to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. I don't want to be your weekend lover. I'll never share you with another. Only want to be your friend.
All right. Peace and love. Thank you.
Brother.
What's your name again?
Joseph,
Joseph?
the element.
Joseph.
I'm
Good
the
to see
element
you.
of God.
How are you?
Peace and love element.
All right. Love it. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
You doing all right? Getting by okay?
No, I give you my only dollar just now.
Well, let me give you guys each a dollar.
Thank you, brother. I'll give him one.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Peace. You have a good night, guys.
God loves you.
Thank you.
Watch this, brother. Watch this. God loves you.
All right.
He loves us too. He showed his baby how to love you too. God loves you.
All right. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. Take it easy. You have a great night. So we'll keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And keep working. Keep spreading the peace and love. Thank you.